Hi, I'm Lori Brown. One of the things that I was looking forward to in 2020 was the chance to do another live winter solstice concert like we did last year. Well, so the second annual Longest Night performance is going to have to be delayed. Next best thing is to bring you what happened on the winter solstice last year, where we all crowded together in a club and heard songs and stories about winter. Stay warm, stay safe, and enjoy the music. This episode, well, we're truly in it now, right? Winter. This is an episode for a cold, dark night. This is a show we recorded live in Toronto on the winter solstice at the Burdock Music Hall with a room full of musicians and Pondercast fans. It was a night of telling winter stories and singing winter songs. You'll hear from Michael Furstack, Evangeline Gentle, Doug Tielli, Abigail Lapel, Map of, Gregory Hoskins and Don Rook of the Henrys, Christine Bougie, Charlotte Cornfield, Tony Decker of Great Lake Swimmers, Michelle Willis, and, of course, Joshua Van Tassel and myself. All these artists said yes to my invitation to come out and play one song that felt like winter to them. And I wrote a story to fit that song, and we ran the night like a live radio show. And the whole thing was a collaboration with our friends at Killbeat Music. I've removed the applause, and I've tightened up the guitar tuning bits, so this episode runs like a dream. So grab a couch, get warm, and let's ponder winter together. Okay, let's Pondercast. This is it, the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. And unlike almost every other way we humans have sliced up the world, asking us to choose between different tribes and beliefs and a buffet of religious rigidities and philosophies and opinions, this moment, when the sun is at the end of its journey far away from the northern hemisphere, is something we all share and we all experience. It's one of the few things that we can get behind. We have no choice. The winter solstice has a pagan twang that appeals to me. Taking a moment on a long, cold night to observe this shivering truth and reintroduce ourselves to our winter mindset. I can kind of feel it coming on in November. You know, the trees give themselves up to winter right around then, and all that sap disappearing back into the core, back into the roots. And we do somewhat of the same thing. When November comes, I'm ready for this slowing down. I'm ready to turn it down and turn inward. We northern people can feel this shift in rather dramatic ways. It's a magic, wondrous, and mysterious season. And it's reflective and challenging and bittersweet, and it can be threatening and dangerous and depressing and warm and festive and heartening. So everyone was asked to bring a song that felt like winter. And no one suggested Jingle Bells or Joy to the World. You are in for a deep, reflective dive into a winter's night. So first, before Michael Furstack plays, we are going to wipe the landscape clean from fall. Let's cover the sleeping ground with snow. Winter snow is a blank page that we will write our hearts on tonight. So let it snow. It came without warning. It came without an announcement. It came without a sound. You go to the window wondering, how long has it been snowing while I've been working away? Quiet, quiet like no other time of the year. Snow gifts us with silence. The world is turning white. It's sticking. It's going to stay. Sidewalks disappearing. Roofs are turning from drab green and gray and brown to white, a pristine, clean white. You move to the kitchen to see out the window as you rinse your mug, and long strokes of snow are outlining every tree branch, demanding you pay attention to their graceful curves in a way that you never notice the thousands of other times you look out this window. Snow. It still excites you. You could be 8 years old again. Wonder is not reserved for the young. You were just better at finding it back then before the world beat you up a bit. Your moments of wonder are fewer and far between, but when they come, like tonight, you realize wonder has not changed at all, and it is there, accessible to you at any time, and this is the gift of snowfall. No matter what age you are, the magic never dims. Our messy, grimy world is made new in such a simple, elegant way. If only we could transform ourselves as easily. We ache to be remade. This is Michael Furstack with Blue Light.
All the body wants is another night of sleep. You only stayed up late 'cause there was song enough to sing, and oh, the world's covered in snow. You should shovel the walk, but your back says no. As the mind wanders and you let it, you thought of everything and you meant it. The blue light is forgiving. You stayed up late 'cause there were songs to sing. In the blue light, you can take it slow. Go back to sleep or watch the snow. The cold will keep us indoors. In the blue light, what's mine is yours.
Every season has a flavor, a color, a mood, an energy. We feel the pull of the spring, the rising energy of that, and then the open-hearted release of the summer, the collecting of energy in the fall, and now we retreat into winter. But there's a really quiet part of us that is beyond the influence of those seasonal energies. And oh, sweet baby Jesus, I wish I could live in that place a little more often. Now, there are words for this place. The Japanese call it Fudoshin, and it means being imperturbable. being of immovable mind, immovable heart, to experience life kind of like a mountain, like standing still and firm as winter winds blow around you, just watching all the emotional weather come and go and not getting carried away by anything. I have a long way to go, but I crave that transformation, where everything that I experience fits inside something bigger, something that feels more solid. But do I really want to be immovable? I want to be moved. I want to be changed. Does this place, this equanimity that we've heard so much about, this place beyond all others, beyond the confusions, will our hearts still melt? Will they still grow? With apologies to Maya Angelou, I know why my winter heart sings, bruised and closed from the push and pull of the year. Caged in this cold, it sends up a plea out through my window, out over the snow, that my heart might melt and grow in this snow-felted dark. This is Shape of a Mountain by Abigail Lapel.
Oh, my heart is the shape of a mountain, a frozen peak, asleep in the snow, with the foothills and the valleys surrounding. Far, far below. My blood makes the sound of the ocean, of crashing waves that weep on the shore, and the tides are forever in motion, with nowhere to go. The rain in the desert, the frost on the vine, all the seasons have their reasons, and I have mine. My voice fills the walls of a canyon, a lonesome echo deep and low, and this song is my constant companion. Wherever I go, and my song is the song of the highway, a siren's wail, it calls and I go, say goodbye, and I will be on my way when the cold north wind blows. is the shape of a mountain, frozen peak, asleep in the snow, with the foothills and the valleys surrounding. Far, far, far below.
I heard Doug Tielli's music back in 2011. His first album was Swan, Sky, Sea, Squirrel. I love that we're actually standing here because we talked about how this was going to happen, and look, it's happening. And Doug is going to sing a very old song, and what I could find out about this song was that it started making the rounds in 1821. What the hell was happening in 1821? Charles Dickens was but a boy. George IV became the king, and his ex-wife was turned away at the doors of Westminster Abbey, which caused quite a stir. There was a coal miners' strike, and the police opened fire on the coal miners. The Guardian newspaper was founded, and Keats, the poet, died in 1821. So in the spirit of that year, I wanted to speak this Keats poem. In dreary nighted December, too happy, happy tree, thy branches ne'er remember their green felicity. The north cannot undo them with a sleety whistle through them, nor frozen thawings glue them from budding at the prime. In drear nighted December, too happy, happy brook, thy bubblings ne'er remember Apollo's summer look, but with a sweet forgetting, they stay their crystal fretting, never, never petting about the frozen time. Ah, would 'twere so with many a gentle girl and boy, but were there ever any writhed knot of past joy? The feel of not to feel it, when there is none to heal it, nor numbed sense to steal it, was never said in rhyme. This is Doug Tielli with The Snows, They Melt the Soonest.
Snows, oh, the snows, oh, the snows, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. And the corn it ripens fastest when the frosts are settling in. And when a woman tells me that my face she'll soon forget, despair she'll be soon to follow me yet. Oh, the snows, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. And the swallow that skimmed without a thought, as long as it was spring. But when spring goes and winter blows, my love, then you'll be fain. For all your pride to follow me across the snowy plain. Oh, the snows, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. And the bee that buzzed when summer shone in winter cannot sting. And I've seen a woman's anger melt beneath the night and mourn. And it's surely not a harder thing to melt a woman's scorn. So bid me not farewell here, no farewell I'll receive. For you will lie with me, my love, then kiss and take your leave. And I'll wait here until the moorcock calls and the robin takes its wing. For the snows, they melt the soonest when the snows begin to sing.
Who's got your back? In the dark, cold winter, we think about who holds us together. It's usually one person or a small group of people. But this is the thing about love. Our love is rarely handed back to us in the same way that we give it. Our hearts are constantly asked to make do with the way love comes to us from family, children, and partners. And that is the great ask of love, that we must give up expecting how or when it will come and what flavor. Love demands that we throw away the score sheet. Oh, sure, there are these divine moments when the stars align and love flows back and forth in exactly the same way. It's bliss, and it's perfectly requited love. But if we want more than those rare romantic moments in our long lives, love needs to get bigger than that. Like really, romance is just a step towards a different kind of love. One that includes devotion and loyalty and generosity and what else? Patience and what else and what else? Love is life's most difficult invitation. And we stumble on this mountain again and again. And every time we fall back, we see that our love needs to be bigger, more generous. And bingo, once again, we are transformed by love. This is Who's Got You by Christine Bougie. You go for a walk. You walk in your neighborhood at night in the snow with people's Christmas lights cheering you on, and you look in windows as you pass by. So many people are home, way more than normal. But imagine how warm the houses are inside. You know, filled with all those people, all those aunts and uncles, and the oven's been cranking all day long. But now look, you come across a completely dark house. Unshoveled walk, snowy garbage cans still by the curb. They are definitely gone. Down south, up north, away. Fleeing at this time of year is a natural reaction. Flight or fight are the only two options for some of us this Christmas. And so, as you walk, you make up stories about the dark, abandoned houses. This is Thessalon by Mapov.
She was a sheep in her mother's clothes, but she didn't harbor the same kind of guilt, 'cause her brother left before she woke. He left a light on in the dirt, and he stepped out into the night, never knowing if he'd be back again. Thessalon, in your houses and your hay bells, you hold faith. She saw a ghost in the waterways, and it crawled to the shore to her feet, asking if she'd known her brother's song. She stuttered and started to reply when the mountain Birds in the distance cried, spouting gas and clouds of black smoke. Desolate as your valleys and your lakes grow old, they raise the dead. She left his body in the undertow, didn't seek the source of that red glow. Well, it seemed to her she'd already known. And as those distant fires burn the wood, and her eyelids filled with soot, well, it seemed to her the cause was lost. But the ghost crept back up on the shore, and he screamed a violent yell. Isn't this what you've been waiting for? Desolate, what your gardens and your stables hold will save the day. Desolate, what your mothers and your daughters gave will live forever.
Most of the time, we don't have the luxury of following winter's lead and shutting life down. We have jobs. Kids go to school. Nothing much stops for winter. But I've had 2 times in my life when I was able to follow winter's lead. A baby born in winter. All that time indoors. The quiet time. No pressure to go out and do. Hours spent just standing at the window, a baby in my arms, looking outside at the falling snow, watching neighbors push each other's stuck cars out of drifts, watching determined employees trudging to the streetcar. All the while I could feel the winter whispering that we should just stop, stay home, turn inwards, and it felt so right. And it's also the perfect season for heartbreak. The retreat from the world is compassionately timed, making time for rest, investigation into why, repair. The winter collects its refugees, the new mother, the lonely, the heartbroken. And if you must step off the hamster wheel, winter will hold you. This is Evangeline Gentle with The Winter.
I'll keep on getting by, 'cause I'm promised singing birds in a sunny springtime sky. I'll give my sadness an expiry date, and I'll hand over my troubles, not one teardrop too late, and I will welcome the new year in, and kiss goodbye my past heartbreaks, and vow to let love in. 'Cause I've been told the best minds can be the darkest. And I've been told, a broken heart is the strongest. Well, falling leaves take with you all my weakness, and falling snow take with you all my sadness. And I'll see the winter differently, a chance to nurse and bandage me, a brand new start, a mended heart you'll see. And all my friends who fight tirelessly in silent rooms up against people who won't see your efforts mean something to me. Oh, you mean something to me. And I've been told the best minds can be the darkest. And I've been told a broken heart is the strongest. And falling leaves take with you all my weakness, and falling snow take with you all my sadness. And I'll see the winter differently, a chance to nurse and bandage me, a brand new start, a mended heart you'll see. Oh, I'll see the winter differently, a chance to nurse and bandage me, a brand new start, a mended heart you'll see.
There are two winters. The one that we see through our double-paned windows from our heated homes, and then there's the other one, the one that we experience when we are out in it. One winter is sweet and nostalgic and romantic when we are inside looking out, but the other winter is threatening and unforgiving. That winter is our bitter pill. Winter feels like truth, no embellishment and no escape. Winter is a kind of nothingness. And what do we humans do when faced with a cold, blank world? Well, the first thing we do is to scramble to fill it up. It's called Christmas. Light up the darkness, huddle together in party mode, eat, be festive, turn up the noise. But then Christmas is over and it's time to face the real winter, months of it. Ice is hard and wind cuts. The world shuts down, and sometimes so do we. We are like icebergs, 10% visible and 90% submerged. And when the bleak midwinter hits, it can have us in over our heads, diving into the depths of that 90%, whether we want to or not. Winter reveals us to ourselves. This is When That Far Shore Disappears, Don Rook and Gregory Hoskins.
The river flows and brings no word, no stay for things that haunt me. on the side of the river wide to wash away my tears. And I know each day is over when that far shore disappears. I watch the clouds they pile and clash, gone to gray and coal black. I paint their faces with eyes, and the trees do crack and testify like a murder of chattering crows. And whatever it is they think I've done, it's better if nobody knows. Oh Lord, how to get me from here to the other side? It's cold and I'm so lonely. Nobody will come me right. Dark night in the silver camp. I turn my face to the moon. If all was fine on the other side, why do I sing this tune? Yes, if all was fine on the other side, how do I know this too? When it's time to cross this river wide, and if my limbs should shudder and cease, Lord, slip me over to that other shore to rest in the shade of the mayhaw tree.
When Christmas comes around again, we think about people who aren't here for 1,000 different reasons, but their absence takes hold of us. And we see them in these little moments, these snapshots from the past. The back of a head as you follow them behind on the street, their shoes in the hall, a laugh, a sweater, their ridiculously loud sneeze, that look they would give you. These memories come over us in the quiet, in the dark. In winter, we hold the past too tightly. Is that the first step in learning to let them go? This is Charlotte Cornfield with Release.
So late it's never, but I have to say I'm better. These few years have done me fine. Calmly color in my mind. You called me up to say that you found release in your own way. It was the night before your wedding day. I was in Montreal, and I appreciated that you called. when I go back to New York, you're still everywhere. Standing on Lincoln in the rain, running your fingers through my hair. I don't know how not to need you when you are everywhere. There. Never linked yours in my vision. We were airport indecision, or the slow silent stream that slips away in a dream. You had every right to be mad when I called you stone to call it off. Back when things were all fucked up, it's like I wasn't even there. But when I go back to New York, you're still everywhere. Standing on Lincoln in the rain, running your fingers through my hair. I don't know how not to need you when you are everywhere. There.
Please welcome Tony Decker. Now, you came to this song, which is brand new, in kind of a particular way. Can you tell us how you came to it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I did. I followed the instructions for the night journal over the last week, and I pulled all of the lyrics from this out of the journal. I kind of sort of challenged myself a little bit to come up with a song specifically for tonight, a brand new song. You guys are all going to be the first people to hear it. Yeah, a couple of things I wanted to say about it, if I may.
I couldn't pay for this kind of talk.
Well, first of all, in the journal, I found that when you get to night 8, and you're allowed to freeform a little more, I was all primed after 7 nights of doing it, and I thought, this is where I'm really going to land some great lyrics, night 8. And as I went through the journal from beginning to end and started to pull lines from it, the ones that meant the most to me were actually the ones where I was just sort of, stream of consciousness, just kind of showing up and writing and filling the pages. And those ones ended up being a lot more meaningful to me than the ones that I thought were going to be really great. So that's the one thing. And the other thing was last night, I kind of want to just set the tone for the song. Last night when I was working on the song, working on finishing it, I have a young daughter, and she was really, really sick, sort of coughing all night, and asked if she could just stay up with me. So I kind of put her to bed on the couch, and finished the song by the glow of the ceramic Christmas tree on the table. So yeah, that sort of sets the tone.
Well, you told me it was a song about night, and that's how I wrote this introduction. I must admit to a favorite pastime, sitting in the dark, before the sun comes up and after it goes down. Sitting in the dark turns off a compulsion we have for striving, for more of everything: power, money, influence, gratification, reward, attention, productivity. And when they turn off, something else turns on. They say that your soul grows in the dark. Thoughts in the dark have more weight. You question more deeply. There's a feeling here. Is it wistful, melancholy, bittersweet? It is a yearning to go deeper. Dipped in this solstice night, we get scooped up into the big picture, up into the big black. How far does this darkness go, and how small can I get? Bring it on. Come night, smother me with insignificance, drown my ego in inky black. Let the deep dark erase my outline in this world and uncast my shadow back into the black, and let me rest there. This is Tony Decker.
Unwashed hair flattened by my hat, a slight draft, supper still heavy in my stomach. When will tomorrow start? Will I ever unpack those boxes? Will I ever make the space and time? Times of darkness, we need evidence. Seek the target, the bullseye. The noise of life is silent here. I'll see you when you disappear. It's a chain reactions, a feedback loop. It's idiosyncratic. It's the benefit of the doubt. Night, welcome night. Used to give you everything. You used to give me everything. Night, welcome night. Used to give you everything. Used to give me everything. Getting to the heart of it. 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 Night, welcome night. Used to give me everything. I used to give you everything. Night, welcome night. Used to give you everything. You used to give me everything. Night, welcome night. Turn it off. Turn out the light.
She walked out of work to the last tiny slice of pale light between layers of snow-felted clouds, dark again. She slid into the flock of sheepwalkers heading to the subway, and down she went, down to the train, as far away from the light as she could get. Underground again. How is she going to dig herself out this time? Every year it's the same. She feels herself slowing, trudging through the sludge, inside and outside. At night, she dreams of escape. She dreams of being rescued. But those are fluttering fairy tales out of reach. She knows where the change must come from, and she's looking for it. But it's so hard to find in the dark. This is Black Night by Michelle Willis.
Clouds weave gray blue thread in a braid across the sky, shifting they murmur, the day has not yet been decided, and it's a feast for Turner, if I ever saw one. Winds blow, treetops below, a battle for my eyes only. First steps of the year, I tread through the mud, just like I said I would. And the first pause of the year, I follow the sun, just like I said I would, just like I said I would, I would. Rain came down through the night, steady drumming a song of my release. Yeah. I walked out to the black, I called out, I'm ready to be seen. Crows in a murder, what I've done. A promise to yourself is a promise that shall not be undone. I built that fire, I gave it up, kissed a sweet goodbye as a light could. I built the fire, I gave it up, kissed a sweet goodbye as the light curtain fed it to the wind. I'm moving, I'm moving, black night, when it comes tonight, oh black night. black night, when it comes tonight. Oh, black night, let it come tonight. I'm moving, black night, let it come tonight. Oh, black night, let it come tonight. I'm moving.
Thanks to the Burdock Music Hall, to Jess Forrest, who did a terrific job on sound, and thanks to all the talented artists for their time and their generosity in allowing us to play their music. And a special thank you to Tony Decker and Evangeline Gentle for writing new songs to debut on this Pondercast episode. Stay warm, and if you want to keep our home fires burning for Pondercast, please head to patreon.com/Pondercast and become a monthly supporter. Be strong, Northern people. Have a great night and a great day.